What is going on, guys? Welcome to Barrookie. In today's video I'd like to talk about sternum pain and working out. A lot of subscribers are feeling sternum pain or having an issue with sternum pain, especially when they're working out. And in this video I'm going to explain why. So what happens usually is warning. You're going to work out, whether you're doing calisthenics or some other form of strength training, and whatever you train, usually chest or handstand or pressing, you're going to feel sternum pain. And people say, okay, I go to the gym, I experience sternum pain. You go to the doctor says, okay, maybe you should back off a little bit, take a month or two rest. You do that, you go back to your training, and boom, the pain is there again. So what's the deal? Well, my theory, and keep in mind I'm not a doctor, this is just what I think and what I've experienced and what I've noticed. So if you want medical help, please go and see your doctor or your physician. I am just going to give you my honest experience. So in this day and age, people are sitting far more, they're working on their computers, laptops especially, and on their phones. So they're constantly in a hunched over position. What that does is it puts a lot of stress on the sternum area, right? So your shoulders tend to cave in when you're working on a computer, especially a laptop, because that's like closer to, I have a separate video on that, so you can check it out here. But all these things that we do in our daily life are going to make these muscles here a lot more tighter, and it's going to weaken the structure of our ribs and our rib cage. That doesn't hurt yet for most people, but then they go and work out, put extra stress. These muscles, these pushing muscles, are going to pull on that sternum. You're going to weaken that structure even more and put pressure on it, and that is going to allow it to get inflamed, and it's going to allow it to fly. And that is going to allow it to hurt. Now, obviously, when you stop training, the pain will go away because the tension that you had from training is going to go away. But once you go back to training, type of lifestyle has not changed. So that's why it's so important to work on opening that structure, either it be with a back pod or with a tennis ball or with a peanut, whatever you use, it doesn't really matter. You're going to open up that structure, but if you add on to that a lifestyle choice where you don't use laptops just as a laptop, but you use a laptop stand, so you're constantly opening up that chest, even throughout your daily activity. You don't sit as much on your phone, or if you use your phone, maybe try to use it like this, right? It will look a little bit weird because it seems like you're taking selfies all the time, but it's opening up that posture and not caving in constantly. That is going to be so much more beneficial than just to stop working out. Obviously, should you stop working out? No, hell no. Continue working out, but work around the injury. Whatever exercise that hurts is going to aggravate it. If the exercise doesn't hurt your sternum, it's typically not going to hurt the injury. So you can still do, maybe if your bench press is hurting, maybe you can do bench press at 20% and just slowly work your way up again. That's something I did with the overhead press. I went from a 60 kilo overhead press back down to 8 kilos, and I slowly worked up again while at the same time opening up my structure. And I changed the way I worked with electronics, because I found that sitting on a laptop for a long period of time is not good. You need to have an optimal desk setup. And yes, I'm talking here to people who have a desk job or who have to sit on a computer for long periods of time. But that's also usually the people that are going to suffer from your sternum pain. And that was for me pretty prominent. When I was in South Africa, I had 6 months where I was working on my laptop. Every single day on that laptop, hunched over position. It's not good, guys. A laptop is not made to be ergonomic. It's made to be compact. If you want ergonomics, you need to go with a stand where your screen and your keyboard are separated from each other. And that I also discussed in another video. But really, guys, what it all boils down to is it's not the working out that's going to hurt you. Although you might initially think that, the cause is actually in poor posture, carrying yourself not the way it should be. So if you're slouching, this will put a lot of stress on this and your back is not going to be as strong as it should be. Whether if you're opening up, I also don't want to say you have to retract everything and be like this, because that's also not going to be beneficial for you. But you want a nice open posture where you're not going to put stress constantly on that sternum, and especially during daily activities. So that was a quick video for you guys. I hope I answered some questions for those of you who are still suffering from sternum pain. If you want to see more, please check out the playlist. And I think I almost have covered everything about sternum pain. I hope you got something out of this video. I hope I inspired you to work on your posture in the first place and then do all the rest where I'm talking about. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you got something out of it. Smash that like button, leave a comment down below to say hello or just to give your opinion. And I'll be seeing you all in the next video. Peace!